Okay, students, this is a video for absentees, right? That means the students who are unable to join today's meeting. That means the meeting classes, online class of 10th of September. In today's session, we discuss about art of Gupta period, right? Art of Gupta period. As you see, clearly see on your screen, art of Gupta period. So, Gupta is a dynasty as Waghela dynasty, as Chauhan dynasty, as Solanki dynasty, Pallava dynasty, etc. etc. So, this kind of dynasty are famous for their own architectural uh, species, their own architectural style and skills. So, today we are going to learn about art of Gupta period. So, during the Gupta period, architecture, sculpture, painting, dancing, and music flourished. Parvati temple Parvati temple at Jabalpur, Ninava, Bumara, Nagoda, Siva temple, Arnas, Madhya Pradesh, Narsi temple, Gop Mandir at Jamnagar, stupas, chaityas, mats, viharas, flags and pillars are the unique examples of Gupta art. Gupta period is known as a golden period of art. Buddha statue at Sarnath, statue of Lord Vishnu at Mathura, statue of Mahavir Swami, caves of Udaygiri, and statue of Vishnu in the form of Varah are the best species of sculpture of Gupta period. Now see, if you talked about Gupta period, right, then there are very well-known pieces of architectures in Gupta period, and those are, see, Parvati temple at Jabalpur, Bumara, Nagoda, Siva temple, Arnes, Narsi temple, Gop Mandir at Jamnagar, stupas, chaityas, mathas, viharas, flags and pillars are the unique example of Gupta art. So these are the unique example of Gupta's art in which, right, when you see such kind of architectural samples, then you may not, means you may aware about the આર્કિટેક્ચર સ્ટાઇલ ઓફ ગુપ્તા પીરિયડ. જ્યારે તમે જબલપુરમાં પાર્વતી ટેમ્પલ જુઓ કે બુમારામાં નગોડામાં કે શિવા ટેમ્પલ જુઓ ત્યારે તમને ખબર પડે કે ગુપ્તા પીરિયડમાં આર્ટ કેવી ડેવલપ હતી, આર્કિટેક્ચર સ્ટાઇલ કેવી હતી, એ કઈ સ્ટાઇલના ટેમ્પલ્સ બનાવતા હતા, કઈ સ્ટાઇલમાં સ્ટુપાસ બનાવતા હતા. But in those architecture style of architectures, right, a religion influence was found. Religion influence was found. So you can understand, right, these are the very important piece of architectures that was a unique contribution of Gupta period in the history of Indian architect. Now cave architectures. But before cave architectures, I would like to make you clarify to what is cave. Generally, the word cave means gufa, right? And this is a negative translation of cave because when you heard gufa, the word gufa in Gujarati, then lots of negative images came to your and comes to your mind. Why? Because a kind of place where a horrified effect is there in a negative sense, right? But it wasn't like that. Here the cave architecture was very well known and very nice architect in India. Actually they made a tunnel in present word we can say that tunnel type of hole in the mountain, and with the stone inscription and pillar inscription they beautified that place. They represents a concept by coating, by sculpting, and by sculpting and architectures. They represents religious ideas. They represents the ideas of Mahabharata and Ramayanas through picturization, through sculpting, right, and through very great planet architectures. So that's cave. There are lots of YouTube videos on Indian caves, right? If you are not happy with the verbal, or if you are unable to understand the verbal explanations, then you you enjoy a picturizations in YouTube about Ajanta Ellora caves, about Elephanta caves, right, about Buddhist caves, about Gujarati caves. So you may see the videos. There are lots of videos in the YouTube, but I try my best to visualize those ideas through the words. But I personally suggest you, if the school is going on, right, then I'm definitely carry you to the e-class and show all the caves, videos about all the caves, but that's not possible. So my personal advice to you, right, please see YouTube videos that make you able, and that means make you understand about such a things. Cave architecture is considered as a man-made place of beauty. Caves of Ajanta and Ellora at Aurangabad, Elephanta Caves near Mumbai, Udaygiri and Bagh near Gwalior, Bhubaneswar near Odisha, Khatgiri and Nilgiri are the best pieces of cave architectures of Gupta period. Khambhalia Gondal in Gujarat, Dank, Rajkot, 3 caves at Junagadh, Talaja, Sana, etc. Caves are also found. The cave inscription of Asoka have been carved on the walls of 3 caves of Barbar Mountain, 16 km away from Gaya. This describe works of charity done by Asoka. Caves of Assam and Darjeeling, Sudama cave of Bihar and caves of Sita are well-known cave architecture. Detailed information of Ajanta Ellora caves is given in chapter 6. So now see, if we talked about famous caves of India, right? So the very best example is that you must take a map of India and place the name of this cave in particular states, right? That will be the creative homework. Otherwise, what will happen, right? How to summarize this point? I would say you. I'm going to means give you. I'm going to give you one idea. Take a map and place all the caves in a particular state. તો તમારે શું કરવાનું છે? ભારતનો એક બ્લેન્ક મેપ લેવાનો છે અને જે સ્ટેટમાં આ જે કેવ આવેલી છે ત્યાં એ કેવ્સ બતાવવાની છે, બરાબર? તો સપોઝ caves of Ajanta and Ellora at Aurangabad. So you do have a smartphone. So you simply find that Aurangabad is in a Maharashtra, right? So you can make a symbol and show that caves in Maharashtra. Then Elephanta Caves near Mumbai, that's located in Arabian Sea, I think 22 kilometers away from Mumbai gate. So generally ferry service is there, and people visit this Elephanta Caves. That's in an island. That's on an island located in Arabian Sea. Now, Bhubaneswari near Odisha, Khatgiri and Nilgiri are the famous pieces of cave architectures of Gupta period. Khambhalia in Gondal in Gujarat. So Gondal is a very famous place, right? As you know that Swaminarayan temple and other religious places are there. So the Khambhalia cave is located there. Then 3 caves at Junagadh, Talaja, Sana and caves are also found. The cave inscription of Asoka have been carved on the walls of 3 caves of Barbar Mountain, 16 km away from Gaya. This describe works of charity done by Asoka. So mostly if we talked about cave architecture, then Gupta period played an important role for the development of the cave architectures. Because the kings of Gupta dynasty, right? Kings of Gupta dynasty wants to develop, right, cave architectures. Why? Because all the kings belong to Gupta dynasty, civilized the society through the religious ideas. And as you know that there were no electronic medias or paper media or printed media in that time. So only the cave architecture
was the simple medium or simple way to represent the religious ideas before the people. So it was constructed in an excellent way that people visit there with the kids and um, teach the best socialization to their kids in that cave. Now another teaching point that's on your screen, cave architectures. So cave architecture is considered as a man-made place of beauty. Cave of Ajanta and Ellora at Aurangabad, Elephanta Cave near Mumbai, Udaygiri, right, Mang near. So these are the places of caves. You may find the influence of Asoka in cave architecture also. So detailed information about of Ajanta and Ellora caves is given in chapter 6. So we do have a detailed repetitions of all the caves in chapter number 6, right? We do have a specific information about every caves in chapter number 6. Now caves of Gujarat. We do have a caves in Junagadh. We do have a caves of Khambadia, Talaja cave, right, on page number page number 22. So cave at Junagadh, there are three groups of cave in Junagadh. Groups of Bawa Pyara caves. Bawa Pyara caves means caves of Naga Bawa. So this cave is situated near Bawa Pyara Mutt. They are in a three layers, intersecting each other at a right angle. There are total 16 caves. Out of them, 4 are in the first line, 7 in a second line, 5 in a third line. Possibly they were carved during 1st and 2nd century AD. Cave of Upperkot. They are double stored. On seeing their remain, say one can that they might have been carved during the end of 2nd century at the beginning of 4th century. Caves of Khapra and Kedia. Caves of Kund. On seeing the remains, it can be said that they were flood caves. It might have been carved in the 3rd century. There are 20 pillars and they are in ruins now. Caves of Khambadia. It is discovered in 1959 AD. They are situated at Khambali near Gondal, 17 km from Rajkot. 3 of them are remarkable. Chaitya Gru, which stupa is situated in the middle cave. Figure of Buddhi, Sattvas and statue of devotees are standing on both the side of entrance path supported by trees, and they are of 2nd or 3rd century. Talaja cave. Mountain of Talaja is situated near the mountain of Setrunji river in Bhavnagar district. It's a famous as pilgrim of Tal Dwajgiri. 30 caves have been carved from stones with the used gates. Abal Mandap, that means Sabhakhand, and Chaitya Gru are the best example for sculptures and protection point of view. Cave architectures of Buddhist religion belong to the 3rd century AD. So here we ends, right, and next time my humble request to you that please be present in online classes so we can be overcome with this unnecessary hard work, right, of sending you offline videos. Okay, I try my best to help you, but if possible then please, right, present in a online classes so we manage. So we manage, right, to